everybody! It's Michael. This is the 2019 Nancy Drew Games Mega Marathon. I'm playing all of the Nancy Drew games! Woo! So I'm playing them all this year in preparation for game number 33. Game number 33, Midnight in Salem! Woo! I really hope Midnight in Salem comes out this year, but if not, at least I get to have fun replaying all of these games. So this is number 27, The Deadly Device, and I'm going to play on Amateur Sleuth mode. So this is the murder mystery. Nancy actually solves a murder mystery here. So this is Nico. Hi, Nico. Whoa. You okay, Nico? Oh! Okay, so Nico was electrocuted while working on his Tesla coil. It's very sad. Rocky Mountain News, scientists found electrocuted in laboratory. Foul play suspected. Murder suspected in the death of Nico.
Nancy, you made it. Good.
You couldn't tell me much earlier. What's the story?
You'll find all the information in Nico's desk drawer. The combination is 171943.
Got it. I'll need full access to the lab and a cover.
For the cover, say you're doing due diligence for a new investor. I'll back you up if anyone asks. But full access to the lab? No. It's too dangerous.
If I can't investigate everything, I might have a problem on my hands.
All right. I'll have Ellie set up a demo for you. But that's it. The equipment in this lab is extremely dangerous.
Got it.
Approach the case how you want, but I think I know where you should start. Ryan. The police really thought she might be behind Nico's murder. They just couldn't prove it. She built the machine that killed him, and supposedly she'd threatened him. Start there. I've got to leave the office. If you need me, I'll be on my phone. Good luck. Stay safe, and please, help me do right by Nico. He was a brilliant scientist and a good man.
Okay, so that's our boss. That's Victor. Victor, people are saying I need to turn up the volume.
It's locked.
So let's turn up the volume just a little bit here. That way everybody can hear better. And let's keep going. Yeah, so Victor, so he wants Nancy to investigate the death of Nico Jovic. And
This
now,
must be the drawer where Victor put the case file.
you'll notice we got rid of the hint hotline, which I tried to show off in the previous game. It wasn't too incredibly useful, so now the hint hotline is just built into the task list. So if I need a hint, I can just click on it, and it will tell me what the hint is. Very useful. So that's actually easier than me having to remember the password. I just, hey, give me a hint. Okay, that's the password. Okay, so here's the case file. It will tell me all these characters. So this is Nico. He is the victim. He was found murdered at 12:13 by Ellie. She works during the nighttime. Other person who works during the nighttime, Gray, angry man with a beard. Mason Quinto, angry man, doesn't have a beard. He works during the daytime. Ryan, engineer, works during the daytime, loves gummy bears. And Victor, we just met him. Angry boss, looks like an Iron Man villain. Not sure if I can trust somebody who looks like an Iron Man villain.
I need to find a way to fix this.
Oh, this is broken, so we need to find a way to open that. And we need to check in the login irregularities. So I'm not sure if we have anybody here to talk to on the first day of the game. I guess we do. I guess Mason is working upstairs, and Ryan. Do you want to meet Mason or Ryan, or should I just jump ahead to the next part of the game? So, I mean, try to do the login irregularities. Ryan. Okay, so we have a vote for Ryan. Okay, sounds good. Let's meet Ryan. She's gonna start by almost killing me. Hi, Ryan. Ow!
I'm so sorry about that. Are we cool?
Yes.
Good. I was really hoping you'd be the type not to freak out about something like that. Not that you shouldn't. It's reasonable to freak out after a near-death experience. Not that that was super near-death, but you know, closer than what you get walking through most doors.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Good. I had a whole argument prepared about labs and the risks of working with machinery and the importance of forgiveness. Do you want me to hit all the bullet points?
That's not necessary.
Are you sure? I practiced. No, I get it. I'm Ryan.
Hi. Invisible handshake. And, that's it. Hi.
What do you do at the lab?
I'm so sorry, but I have to ask why you're here? Why are you here?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm here to do due diligence for a potential new owner.
I'm sorry. I'm an adult, and there's nothing funny about what you just said. Whoa! Wait! Back to the information. We're getting a new owner?
Maybe, but first I need to ask some intrusive questions.
Does Nancy really need an excuse to ask people intrusive questions?
Oh.
I know you've gotten enough of this, I really do, but it's my job.
I've done worse things for my job.
Like what?
I build tools. They're not always used in a good way.
What do you mean by that?
I couldn't tell you about it if I wanted to. Confidentiality.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Later.
Yeah, it's like, I can't tell you about that, but you could probably guess I built the tool which killed Nico. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm guessing. Oh yeah, we get to steal this
This
stuff.
could help getting into the lab.
Yep, we need this to go inside, get inside the lab. Just like Nancy said. Okay, so we do need to visit Ryan and get those two things, which help me, get into the lab. That's going to be for a terrible, terrible puzzle. Not a terrible puzzle, but I'm not... it's like, oh my gosh, that puzzle. Okay, let's meet Mason then. Did Ryan build torture tools? That would be awful. Let me just steal this book. Yeah, I'm just stealing that book.
What are you doing?
And this is Ellie's area. I can't go inside there.
What are you doing? If it looks like I'm busy, that means I'm busy.
What are you working on?
It's immensely complicated. Get a postgrad in advanced math and electrical engineering, then I'll explain it to you.
Put it in layman's terms.
Fine. There's this shiny magic that lives in the power lines, and it's dangerous and sly like a fox. And I'm using math to trick it into leaving the power lines, without accidentally making everyone die.
That sounds like you're working on the wireless transmission of electricity to me.
If you want to put too fine a point on it, go ahead, stranger. Which brings me to my next point.
Who am I?
Please let the answer be something that justifies me kicking you out of my workspace.
I'm here on behalf of a new potential owner.
Wrong.
No, that's correct.
No, I mean wrong answer for me. Not the answer I wanted to hear.
Do you know why Ryan would want to hurt Nico?
The police already asked the same thing.
Well, what did you tell them?
I said if I were to have killed Nico, it'd be because he stole my work.
Whoa, hold on.
It's just a for instance.
Is it?
I like this. It's like, well, I do have a great motive for killing the victim. Here's what it is.
Yes, that's because I think logically. I force myself to think from A to B to C, and so on. Ryan is all over the place. For her, it's A to zucchini, to that thing from TV, to maybe C, then on to some non sequitur. I don't trust anyone I can't explain.
Do you like Ryan?
Let me save you some time. I don't like anyone.
That can't be true.
Observe, and I'll demonstrate.
He gives other people a thumbs down.
Other people.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
I'd better get going.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you later. Just leave me alone. So that's Mason. He's just kind of... I guess he's supposed to be like a very antisocial nerd type character. He just hates other people just so much, and he thinks his boss was trying to steal his work. Although, really, that's not the case. We could call Victor, actually. Mason doesn't actually own any of his work. I believe that's what Victor says.
Hello?
What do you think of Mason?
Smart kid. Don't know much about him.
Can you tell me a little bit about Nico?
He was an amazing scientist. Years ahead of his time.
How long have you worked together?
Decades.
Did you spend any time together outside of work?
I don't know if there was much outside of work for Nico. So no.
Okay, well, I guess we can't talk to Victor about the whole Mason stuff yet. Oh well.
I met Ryan, and she really doesn't seem like she could hurt a fly.
Could be. But that one's got a temper. I once heard her cursing Nico out like you wouldn't believe.
Whoa.
She said that she wasn't afraid to hurt him if she had to. I didn't think much of it at the time. But now, I don't know.
You seem pretty sure Ryan's the one who killed Nico.
That's because she did. She made the part that malfunctioned and killed Nico. And confidentially, the police told me they're almost certain it's her. They just don't have enough evidence to get a conviction. This is your case, but don't let Ryan's buddy act fool you. She's not who she seems.
Goodbye.
Talk to you later.
Wow, that got dark really quickly. So he thinks Ryan is the culprit. And, oh, ow! Power outage?
Hello, Nancy. I forgot to tell you, we've been having a lot of outages lately.
Funny you mention that. I think you're having one right now.
It's nothing to worry about. We've got backup on the big systems. Most of the time, Gray can get things back online in an hour. Occasionally it takes a while, but rarely does it come close to the critical window.
Critical window?
Some of the equipment can get unruly when the power supply isn't consistent. Don't worry about it, though. Take the time to get settled. Catch up on sleep. All right. Gotta run.
I just love that. He's like, oh, don't worry. This place could explode and everybody could die. But don't worry about it. It's probably not going to happen. Like, oh, no. Well, this is the only time we have an outage, I believe. So he's right. We really shouldn't worry about it too much. Ow.
Ah, come on.
Walking in the dark, bumping my toe.
Ow, my toe. Ooh.
And we've got nothing else we can do, so let's just go to sleep. Yeah,
this was not what I expected when I set the
Nancy,
alarm.
You need to solve the case. Then 5 minutes later, he tells her to get some sleep. He really does need to make up his mind.
You, come with me.
What's going on?
No chit-chat. Come, now.
So this is Gray. Hi, Gray.
We need to get the system shut down before the grid goes critical. Get all those switches powered off. I'll do the rest.
Could this have been used to keep the power on? I need to keep this together with any other evidence I find.
Yeah, somebody's saying it is hard to walk in the dark when there's a power outage. Yeah, but Nancy has a phone. She could just use the light from her phone to get across. So with this puzzle, I think we just click everything in a diagonal way. Yeah.
Nice work. Now get out.
Who are you? What just happened?
If the grid had gone critical, we'd all be dead right now. I'm Gray. I don't care who you are. Don't tell me. Get out.
Yes, that's the same voice actor as Chief McGinnis, and he just kicks us out. Just kicks us out. So I'm going to play aggregation here. Because I know I need to get a high score, and I don't feel like taking an extra trip on the slow elevator of slowness. I'll point out the slow elevator of slowness the next time we go on a very slow ride. Yeah, hey, guess what? Do something you're completely unqualified for. Hey, that's me, Gray. Seriously, why would you put Nancy in charge of that? That's just a terrible, terrible idea. Okay, so I am already doing badly on this puzzle. Okay. So how am I gonna get those greens in place? I don't know. And let's get this orange here so I can get those yellows out of the way. gosh, I want to get this blue out of the way, but I don't know how, because I don't really have any place that the blue would fit naturally. Okay, yellow. Oh, I needed another green. Okay, good. But I need another yellow. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna quit and try again. So 2 greens, 2 yellows. Okay, 3 blues in a row, that's helpful. 3 purples in a row, that's helpful. 3 oranges in a row, that's helpful. I guess not 3 in a row, technically 2 in a row, but whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna get all 3 greens here. That works, and now I get 2 blues together. That works extremely well too. So I think I'm gonna get rid of these light blues here. So I think purples can go here, and then I'll just drop this orange there. Great. Okay, so now we've got something good. Let's put a blue down here, and then get rid of all those. Okay, let's see. Just need to think a couple of moves ahead, I suppose. Aggregation. That's the name of this game. It's not aggravation, it's aggregation. Right. Although it might be a little aggravating, yes. Let's see. I think that multicolored one does, well, the multicolored one is multicolored. So let's see. This here. There we go. Yeah, the game can be super helpful when it wants. Nancy got a high score. Hooray! And now, yeah, now we'll take the slow elevator slowness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, about 10 seconds. I guess it's not that bad of an elevator. I don't know. Whatever, let's meet Ellie.
Can I help you? What brings you here? School?
Actually, I'm checking the lab out for a new potential owner.
Oh yeah, Nancy, right?
Yes.
Ellie. Victor wanted me to show you the coil. I guess you could say you're lucky. Most people never get to see the inside of the lab. And we're not exactly up to giving tours, considering. Ready?
Let's see the lab. Let's see the Tesla coil.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Is this the coil that was responsible for Nico's death?
Yes. It's been rewired since that night. It never should have been set up that way in the first place.
Why was it wired that way? There must have been a reason, right?
Now, I need you to focus on what we are doing. It's very dangerous. What you're in right now is called a Faraday cage.
Well, how does it work?
Basically, it conducts the electricity away from whatever is inside it, keeping you safe. Here we go!
So yeah, this is the coil that killed Nico. Let me electrocute you with it. Having fun yet, Nancy?
Okay, that's it. Back to the office.
Thanks for the demo. Any chance you could let me look around in the lab sometime?
Nope.
Okay, so I do know that, yes, Nancy was safe inside the Faraday cage, but I would still be extremely nervous being around that cage, especially using the coil that killed Nico.
Is there a way into the lab without a key card?
No. Trust me, I've tried. I'm not great at remembering to bring my card, and Gray does not like letting me in.
You said the coil should never have been wired the way it was the night Nico died. Why not?
Wiring the secondary and primary coils together is a good way to get yourself killed. Or someone else.
Are you sure it was Ryan?
Yes.
Why would she do that?
She said Nico insisted.
Does that sound like something Nico would do?
I never understood him. But if he was even a fraction as smart as his work leads me to believe, Why would he do something so dangerous?
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Okay, now let's break into Mason's...
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Mason's not very
area.
forgiving. You don't want to be messing with his stuff.
Sorry, I was just a little curious.
You know, he's not here. Make you a deal. He's been lording his high score at aggregation over me. Take him down, and I'll let you poke around.
Actually, I already beat Mason's high score.
You did good, kid. This is me looking the other way. It's a limited time offer.
I better get going.
Goodbye, Nancy.
So, now Nancy can break into Mason's space. So, I believe what we do here is we play Hangman with all those orange letters. It spells out Tesla's hometown. And Tesla's hometown was... Samiljan. So that's the password for his computer. This is a random minigame.
Whoa. Ryan should never have been released. Better follow up on this.
And we've got an important video that we need to watch. Great. And these are records. It looks like Nico. Yes, Nico has been viewing every single thing that Mason made, which makes sense because Nico is Mason's boss. So that's an ID number for Mason. We're just messing up his stuff here. And let's see, he's got this book on biometrics because we need to break a biometric fingerprint scanner later on in the game. So let's go downstairs and meet Gray on the slow elevator of slowness. Yeah, like, it does seem strange that, you know, if this was real life, Ellie would be a terrible coworker. She was like, yeah, you can just spy on my coworker's place. No problem. Just do whatever you want. I don't really care. So, hey, Gray, how's it going? You might have noticed he's got all these symbols. There's one on that remote upstairs. That's going to be the password for his computer. We put all those letters together. And you'll notice each one has a specific pointing on the clock. So that's how we know. That's how we know. And then these are also clues how to get onto his computer.
Don't know you. Who let you in?
But we've already met. In the lab? Never mind. I'm Nancy. I'm here doing research for a new owner.
Just what this place needs.
You're not a fan of the idea?
Nope.
Why not?
Not a fan of most ideas.
That's a strange attitude for someone who works at a research facility.
Might be.
So, what do you think of Ellie?
What do you think of Ellie?
What'd you say all these questions were for again?
I'm gathering information for a potential new owner.
Your questions say different. Say you're lying.
Okay, you got me.
Great, don't care. Keep the question count low and we'll get along.
I don't care. As long as you don't ask me many questions, I don't really care why you're asking questions.
What do you think of Ryan?
Hater.
Why?
Ouch.
You're smart. Carry the sums. You'll get it.
What do you think of Mason?
Don't like him.
Why not?
Gray just hates
I got my
everyone.
reasons.
What are they?
Secret. No, actually, I hate him because he's up to something.
What?
I have no idea. Not for lack of trying.
So Mason is doing something, and that's why Gray doesn't like him.
Who was here the night of the murder?
I was.
Who else?
Ellie and...
And who?
Computers say someone, but the cameras say no one else. Nico walks in that door alone. Every time I watch the tape.
How many times have you watched the footage?
Don't know. Lots.
Why?
It's my job.
Yeah, my job.
You mentioned rewatching the video. Do you think something is hidden there?
Not hidden. Missing.
What's missing?
It's not a what, it's a who.
I don't understand. Who are you looking for?
Nico's killer.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Nancy was a little slow on the uptake there. It's like, why would you be watching the video? What are you looking for? It's my job, and I'm trying to figure out who the killer is. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, so Gray just doesn't doesn't like other people. So I'm setting a false alarm in the lab just to get rid of Gray. Hooray! I'm a terrible person. But because I can do that, I can hack his computer. And this is got several puzzles here. So let's solve these puzzles. So you might remember this puzzle from Nancy Drew, the game where she goes to Germany. The Captive Curse, that's it. That wasn't a very a good choice on my part. Oh well. That was a terrible choice on my part. My apologies, everyone. So what these things do is they just send those little dots bouncing all around. That's just bouncing all around. Let's see, I've got 2 charges left here at the bottom. Good, done. Yeah, Gray's just gonna hate. Shake it off. Woohoo-hoo! So, in order to set the key card, we're gonna have to put it in here. And that's something you might want to pick up.
It could be binary. I bet there's something here that could help me decode this.
Yeah, so this is binary. Has Nancy not seen the binary thing?
Can't leave the card behind.
I guess Nancy needs to look at the binary chart upstairs in order to solve this puzzle. Guess what, everybody? Extra trip on the slow elevator of slowness. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. So it's binary. So now Nancy knows what binary is. Hooray! Da, yeah. Da 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 da. So the binary, we need to unlock them all, make them appear. We're having a ball, we gotta make all the binary here, make it appear, and then we'll sing a song. This. There are multiple solutions to that puzzle. That's one of them. So we could check
These
out
must be the key cards used to access the lab. I should figure out which number belongs to whom.
I'll just
Did that.
Oh, wait. The key card.
Check. Did that. Haven't. That's done. Can't check. That's done.
I'm trying to figure out, Okay, I'll just look up the solution to the puzzle rather than using the hint hotline to get the solution to the puzzle. So here in the lab, what we want to do is check out all these things.
That number is from the night of the
death.
murder. It doesn't appear anywhere else in the logs.
That weird random number, 1851111, right? That never appears anywhere else. Whose is it? I don't know. I don't know who it is. Okay, so the video that, what was Mason's video number? It was H. Hallway 510257. Okay? So this was Mason's thing saying, oh man, Ryan should never have been released. Yeah, Gray is still gone. I can't believe it.
Still have to do that.
She's bypassing
That's
the
done.
security
Haven't
system.
done that. Can't check
Interesting.
that. Still have did that. Did that.
Great.
Haven't done that.
What is the security video mentioned in the case file? I don't think we've seen that one yet. It was this, laboratory LBTY 510258.
Just Nico.
So
Can't leave the card
I
behind.
don't want to get caught by Gray, so I'm gonna reset that puzzle. If that
That
makes sense.
doesn't sound good. Ellie might want to know about this.
Oh no! Ellie, oh yeah, so we need to see Ellie. let's go see Ellie then. Let's see Ellie and then we'll go back to breaking into the lab, okay? Yes, Nancy was interrupting herself just there. Nancy's very rude when she does that. So, Ellie, guess what? We're hearing weird noises. You should do something about that.
Hello.
Is the hall just outside the lab supposed to hum?
Nope.
It's supposed to whistle.
These could be useful.
I'm joking. Okay. This is... Okay, that wasn't anything. This is a letter. Okay, this is a book. So this is how to unlock her phone. And that's obviously her ID number, so she's number 198. This is a key.
I need to find a way to play this.
We're going to play this on Nico's thing, if we can, and this is how we get inside the control booth. Good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So now we're going to go downstairs. On the slow elevator of slowness. Yeah, no, it's not supposed to hum, it's supposed to go boom. Ellie, look out! The lab's gonna explode. Oh, she's gone? Cool. Let's just steal all her stuff. Well, it looks like I still can't undo that, the fake security alarm. That seems crazy. Well, in that case, let's go with the key cards. The password for the key card is gonna be VFRWODQGGUHZ. Ah, and it's this puzzle. So this puzzle is...
Check. Haven't done that.
This puzzle is kind of a pain, but this is the same one from the other game. Nancy drew the captive curse. I just know that Gray is gonna come busting in here and yell at me for messing with all his stuff. I just have a feeling that sounds like something Gray would do. That's kind of tough right there, the one piece overlapping the others. Okay. Here we go. That looks like the bottom right-hand corner. Perfect. Except not. Looks like yellow needs to be underneath these things. So this could be the bottom right-hand corner. What do you think? That's what I think.
Get out of there!
Ah, he caught me. Okay, you got caught snooping. You got caught snooping.
Can't leave the card behind.
Why can't Nancy just leave the card behind? Well, I don't know. We'll try another day. How's that? We'll break into the lab another day. So Gray is still alive. That's good for him. That's good for him.
Hey there, Nancy Drew.
Hi, Deirdre.
Are you in Colorado by any chance?
Yes. How did you know?
Some friend of my dad's called me for a reference for you.
And you gave him a good reference?
Well, I told him the truth.
That was very nice of you.
Was it? By the way, don't make a habit of it. Okay? Bye.
Wait, hang on a sec. I might need some outside help with this case.
Did you forget that I don't like you?
No, but I know you're studying criminology, and maybe someday I could help you out.
Oh, a non-specific promise with the word someday. Sounds too tempting to ignore. Yet, here I go.
Okay, that's Deirdre. Deirdre Shannon. She lives in Nancy's hometown. She has a crush on Ned. She's kind of a jerk. But apparently she's going to help Nancy in this case. Hooray! Nancy teaming up with her worst enemy to solve a case. That's actually really cool. Oh no! The murderer tried to kill Ryan!
What's happening? Are you okay?
I'll never be okay again!
What is that thing?
An abomination of technology!
Oh yeah, and Deirdre Shannon is supposed to appear in game number 33. Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem. I will be looking forward to that.
It's some creepy robotic cat that someone, I suspect Mason, is tormenting me by leaving all of its awful parts everywhere.
Is that the reason it's taken them 4 years to make the game? Is because Deirdre Shannon broke the game? I'm blaming Deirdre for it. Deirdre's the culprit. I'm calling it right now.
I've seen one of those before. If I find all of the pieces, I bet I could put it together.
As long as you promise to throw it into a fiery volcano once it's completed. That thing is the undisputed mayor of Nightmare Town.
Wow. Okay, so can you fix the media card for me?
Do you know how I can play a media card?
Yeah, Nico's personal player. I meant to fix it earlier. Get me some Coco Mellows from Nico's office, and I'll have it working for you.
From the candy machine? How exactly does that thing work?
Here, this should do the trick.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
So we'll have to we'll get her some candy later. So yeah, that's a robot cat head. It scared her so very, very much. I think a bit more than it should be. It's not that scary, right?
The part that was responsible for Nico's death is missing. Do you know where it went?
No.
Are you sure? You sound like you're not telling me something.
I destroyed it. It's gone.
Why destroy it?
Because I made it! You know what? I need you to leave me alone right now. Go, please.
Get me the dead man's candy, and then I'll help you out. Thanks? So clearly what happened is Deirdre Shannon tried to rewrite the script to give herself all the good lines and make her the hero of the game. And they had to completely rewrite the entire game from page 1 again. It just took them forever.
The control plate Ryan gave me should help with this.
Yeah, this is a very complicated puzzle for the candy.
It looks like a memory lock.
You think he would just put it in the desk drawer, which is locked with an 8-digit code. Oh, another one. It's just a fancy man who locks his candy. Yay, we did it. Okay, so Coco Mallows. Here.
Great. Just what Ryan wanted.
Marshmallow Cocos. Oh, and Nancy can only take one candy at a time. You're killing me, Nancy. You are killing me here. I probably need a key to unlock that. And this is a mechanical pigeon. Okay, we got the Coco Mallows for Ryan. I guess we can deliver them right now.
Hi.
Here's your candy.
Here's the candy bar you wanted.
Great. I'll start fixing it right now.
Oh, and she just leaves. Just leaves. There's a robot cat head. I think that's it. Cool. Let's head on out. What do we have to do? Well, we have to go back and break into the lab.
Check. Did that? Still have it. Did that? Still check.
We'll do that. Maybe she's fixed the audio now. Yep, it looks like she did.
It's Wednesday. I've clocked 49 hours of work this week. I found another note, and then later she confronted me.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is actually the important one. Never mind. I'll be quiet. Listen to this.
I found another note from Ryan on my door this morning. This time a threat. She continues to surprise. She's smarter than she looks. And then later she confronted me by the couch in the lounge and handed me another of her threats. I didn't bother taking it with me.
Let's listen to the other things.
The coil as is, it's little more than a plaything. I can't get the proper flow using the original design. I've got schematics drawn up for an entirely new prototype, but maybe that step isn't necessary. The math is solid, and the small-scale experiments are running at an efficiency of about 80%, and that's using the old design.
I have no idea what
I
he's
checked in on
referring
Mason's
to.
work today. He has the strangest attraction to exactly the work I'd most like him to avoid. I'm starting to question if he knows what he's toying with. I've made my message to him clear, yet he keeps going back to the rough materials application portion of the process. Perhaps it's time Gray tightens up the network to keep him in line. Maybe it's time to replace him. He's been less of an asset than I expected anyway.
Yeah, I don't trust Mason.
I'm finding myself spending more and more time down in my study in a state somewhere near sleep. Viewing the schematics in my mind, looking for flaws. Doesn't make sense that I'm finding none.
Okay. Well, there are threats in the lab, so we need to find the threats in the lab. They're right here. Not in the lab, in the lounge. Unless you're dying to see the inside of a body bag, I suggest you rethink your plans, man. You're smart enough to know what's going to happen if you don't stop. Nico, consider what I'm saying. If you run the coil in that configuration, it's going to kill you. For the last time, no. If you make me do this, you're going to end up dead.
Whoa, better follow up on this.
I'll be personally accepting my award at the Visionaries in Science Conference on the night of the 24th. They certainly believe I can do what I say. You'd better as well. Ooh, and there was the robot cat arm. Oh, wait, robot cat tail. And actually, this was the book that told us where his first... It tells us a patent number for later on in the game, and it tells us where his hometown is. Yes, Gummy Bear Stationery. For when you want to be friendly and happy and cheerful, or when you want to send death threats. It's good for everything, really.
Hey there, champ. How's my favorite buddy?
What do you want, Deirdre?
What do I want? This is about what you want, Nancy Drew.
Is that so?
It could not be more so. I come bearing apologies. I want to help you, Nancy Drew. I want to be your girl on the inside of the exciting world of criminology.
Why the sudden change of heart?
Because apparently it still counts as plagiarism if you pay someone to write your paper. I mean, is capitalism dead? Because that's what it seems like.
And you want to help me because...
I made a bargain with my prof. If I can help an actual murder investigation, I'll get credit. So I help you, you help me collect data for my paper, and balance is restored to the universe.
How exactly can you help me?
I've got permission to use our criminal database. In fact, I already read up on the case.
That could come in handy. All right, it's a deal.
Great. Call when you need help, and I'll do what I can. Just don't call me when I'm busy.
Will do.
Okay, so now Deirdre has to help Nancy. Ha ha ha. Because otherwise she'll fail her class.
You read up on the case, right? I don't understand why Ryan was under so much scrutiny, but never sent to trial.
From what I gathered, something didn't add up with the video and the timeline. Someone had to be in the lab with Nico. Otherwise, he'd still be here today.
So if her alibi stands up, it couldn't be her.
Exactly. Unless there's something big I'm missing.
Something's weird about this whole thing.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Figure this out.
I asked her about the night of the murder. She was pretty much mute. I'm undercover here. I can't push too hard. Can you see what you can find on your end?
I'll see what I can find. All I've got is the database. Don't expect any miracles.
So I think that was actually this thing.
That's done.
Investigate the threats against Nico.
Check. Still haven't done. Check.
Well, looks like
Did
there's
that.
a lot I
Check.
haven't done yet.
Did that. Can't check that off yet.
So let's see. Hints. I need to get
Haven't
past
done that.
the key. Oh, okay. I've only got these 3 things. The lounge. Check out stuff in the lounge. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. Okay, so let's get rid of Gray. Like I said, we were trying to make ourselves one of these key cards, so we're gonna get into the lab. But first, we need to solve this fantastic puzzle. So if you do this incorrectly, it just won't work. That's how it works. Okay. Let's see. No, that can't be. this here, maybe? Yeah. And then, yellow like here. And then, the green square on top of that, and then the purple on top of that. That's what the bottom left-hand corner looks like, I'm thinking. That's what I think it might. Let's see. We're gonna have to put this blue piece here. Which means this blue piece is here? No, so that means this piece has to go... Yeah, because this is only 2 wide, this big piece, right? Unless that's... Yeah, that's there. And then this goes here. Yeah. And then this green piece... Does the blue go over that? And red's gonna go over there. No, over here. So I don't know if I did the this piece correct, but we'll see. Everything else looks pretty solid. Oh no. Okay. We'll see. If it doesn't work, we'll just be told about that instantly.
I need a card to get in the lab.
It works! Yay, I got it right. Hooray, we're in the lab, everyone. And now we've got a series of puzzles. So this is kind of cool. The lab's got a bunch of puzzles for us to solve. This is broken.
Something must be broken.
So we have a puzzle fixing it. And let's see, the photolithography lab. Do I have the key for it here? Yes, I do. Okay, so that gives me a wafer. I think this is for printing out something on this machine. I'm not sure what we're printing out yet. Ah, yes, we're going to print out a circuit board. That's what we're going to do. But we don't have the circuit board. That needs to be printed yet. We've got a 3D printer. Those are really cool, so we'll have to print something out. And there's another book with things, information about Nikola Tesla.
The red must mean it's locked. I bet if I turn everything blue, it'll open.
Okay, turn everything blue. Let's see if I can actually do this. No, that's not it. It goes 1, 2, do. Oh no! Ah! Almost. This is just like that one puzzle in Ransom of the Seven Ships. Where, the one to get inside the door. Sorry, the one puzzle that we needed to solve in order to get into the area with the scuba equipment. Ah! So many times I've gotten that messed up. So, one solution is to click randomly until you've got it correct. No, here, left, and then right. Got it. Woo! Oh, and I don't know what I need to get yet for the solution, because I'm not actually making the solution yet. I just solved the puzzle because I'm cool.
This looks dangerous. I should make sure I know what I'm doing before I start.
So can I grab the cool stuff now? I can. Yep, I can. Great. So now we have all the ingredients for that puzzle, which I'll solve later, because I don't need to solve it right now. This right here is going to be a tough puzzle.
I have the clues I need. Time to figure out the correct sequence.
Okay, so I'll show off. Here's what the hint does. So it says blue star is pressed first. Well, that's helpful. I don't know what comes next. This will give me a series of hints, as you can see, as time passes. So this is us in the lab. Woo! We're in the Faraday cage. Woo!
I need to find a way to get that lightning rod working.
I do, huh? Okay, I do like the cool lightning rod.
Haven't done that.
And let's see, let's go back here. Hint is almost filled up. This is better than the hint, what have you called it? The hint from the hint hotline for the previous game, because now we can actually see how much time it takes before we get the next hint. We don't just have to wait and hope we got it right. So these are the clues that we need to solve that puzzle. Red for not first or last. Green before diamond, so we know green is not the diamond. That sort of stuff.
Time to replace the capacitors like Ryan's note in the book described.
So the note in the book basically said, hey, we're going to do this like Sudoku. So the easiest way to do this like Sudoku is to, oh gosh, make a diagonal of reds, if that makes sense. That's the easiest way to solve this puzzle. So you can't have a number reappear in the same row or column. Those are the rules. So by having a diagonal of reds, that actually works pretty well. So let's see. We're always going to have a purple above a red, it looks like, for this solution to work.
All right!
Woohoo! So, that fixes that.
That must be where the switch goes.
It's the emergency
It
shut
looks
off.
like something is missing.
And one of the pieces is missing. So yes, we need to fix the piece. We need to find the emergency shut-off switch. And let's see. I just need the solution. Okay, so the solution is blue star, purple triangle, red diamond, green circle, yellow square. Press in that order. So blue star, then purple triangle, blue star, purple triangle. Okay, red diamond, green circle, yellow square. So that's an example of how the hint hotline works in this game. Woohoo! Ellie's notes, this machine is deadly! It's a deadly device! Oh no, and for some reason the culprit just showed up and messed things up, so that's why Nancy kind of has to fix everything. Ooh, there's a lightning rod. And when Nancy turns on the Tesla coil,
why isn't it working?
What are you doing?
Hey Gray, how's it going?
That coil is deadly. Mess with that again, I'll be the least of your worries. Get out!
Oh, but Gray, I thought we were friends.
What were you doing in the lab?
I had a hunch I needed to follow up on.
A hunch. I have a hunch. If you keep screwing around in the lab, you'll either end up fired or dead. Stay out of the lab!
Wow, somebody's a grumpy
That's
Gus.
can't check, can't check. Haven't, did that, check, did that, check, did that.
Okay, did a lot of stuff. Great. Now we basically need to repair those coils. So we need Ryan. We need Ryan to fix those things. And it's not daytime, so Ryan's not here. We're going to switch ahead to daytime to get Ryan to fix them. Yeah, well, you know, the people who are qualified to fix these items aren't fixing them, so Nancy has to fix them. There's nobody else who's fixing these things.
Hello?
Hello? Oh, no.
Who was that?
I think somebody just hit their head against the wall. The sign says, reduce stress by banging your head here against the wall. Yeah, that could be it. It wasn't the culprit trying to threaten Nancy or scare Nancy. I don't know why the culprit thought that would scare Nancy. I'm just gonna rattle along the door. Rattle, 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 rattle. Ah. So Nancy got yelled at for going into the lab. Well, she's still gonna go into the lab because she's Nancy.
Hi.
Hi. So, did you write the threatening note? No, wait, let's get help, and then let's accuse her of evil, okay?
You snuck
Priorities.
in without
We need to get as
logging
much
in the
help from
day
her as
before the
possible
murder.
before we
Why?
upset her.
I lost my key. It happens.
Isn't this place extremely well secured?
The labs are. Building... I have my tricks. And no, I'm not sharing.
I need to rebuild the missing part from the large Tesla coil. Can you help me out?
I think I've got the plans here. Yep. Here you go.
Thanks.
Thank you. Working here, I forgot that phrase existed.
Do you know how I can get the little Tesla coil in the lab to work?
The circuit board is shot. You seem like you know what's up. I bet you could make a new one yourself. You'll find everything you need in the photo lab.
Victor mentioned you were arrested the night Nico died.
Yes, I was.
What happened?
It's not a night I like remembering.
I'm sorry it's unpleasant, but can you tell me what happened?
They dropped me in a room and asked me 100 times if I killed Nico.
That must have been hard.
The questions kept coming faster and faster until I had a hard time remembering what was even true anymore. Then it was over. The older one drove me home, told me they'd be back the second they could prove it was me. Made it hard to sleep at night.
What evidence did they have?
They wouldn't say. It was like they were waiting for me to tell them why they thought I was guilty.
I'm kind of wondering the same thing myself. I don't think you're telling me the full story.
What do you want?
Something. Do you have anything that can prove that you didn't kill him on purpose?
No.
She has a pretty firm alibi, but you'd think she would point that out. Just saying.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, you kicked me out of the conversation because I was rude, so I'm going to be rude to you again.
I found these notes in the lounge. Is this your handwriting?
Yes.
So you admit to threatening Nico?
It looks like a threat, but it really isn't.
What else could it possibly be? It says right here.
I know what it says.
Then what?
A warning. It means just what it says. He wanted me to build something that could kill him. I had to make sure he knew what he was working with.
Do you have anything to prove that's true?
You know what? I need you to leave me alone right now. Go, please.
Okay, so she kicks Nancy out. Yeah, she thinks, you look like you could fix a circuit board. What is it about Nancy that looks like I'm a circuit board fixer? Is there a certain expression that people have on their faces when they can fix circuit boards?
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Did you see? I beat your high score.
Yes. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu compels me to take you down. Prepare yourself, opponent.
You look a little upset.
Someone moved my things. Someone will pay.
Wow, and he's very angry, and then he just sort of smiles and goes back to staring at me.
Have you been tormenting Ryan with a robot cat?
I'd never do something that hilarious and definitely deserved. Never. Not ever.
Don't you think you should maybe stop? She seems to hate it.
No, I will not stop. I asked her nicely to build it for me. I even offered to pay her for her time. She's the one who hid it, so I don't even feel a little bad.
Aren't you smart enough to build the cat yourself? It's just putting all the parts together. It's not that complicated.
Can you tell me a little bit about Gray?
He always gives me an industrial-sized portion of the creeps. The only person who ever liked Gray was Nico, and I think he just liked keeping Gray around to scare everyone away from his work.
Did he try to scare you away from Nico's work?
No. He tried to scare me away from my own work.
What does that mean?
He was Nico's heavy. I figured he'd leave once the police gave the all clear. Trust me, if he's still here, he's up to something. Your boss would be smart to get rid of him.
Bye.
See you later.
See you later. Oh, what's this?
Nancy, Ryan's alibi stands up. She couldn't have killed Nico.
What? How do you know?
She told the police that she won an award. That was her alibi. But it left her with enough time to sneak back in. It wasn't airtight. Close, but not perfect. There was nothing in the crime database. But I had a hunch. I went to the journalism lab and used their photographer database. The ceremony was a national story, so a bunch of freelancers put their shots up for sale.
You found pictures of Ryan, but what does that prove?
By itself, nothing. But count 'em, two different photographers submitted photos of Ryan standing near a visible clock.
She couldn't have made it back in time.
Yes, that was the finale I was building to and was excited to get to say out loud that you interrupted.
Oh, Deirdre, you're amazing.
That is a genuine compliment. Okay. I'm working on tracking down the photographers, but it could take weeks. For now, it looks like Ryan's in the clear.
Deirdre got a compliment for the first time in her life. Aww.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were starting to enjoy working with me.
No. It's just that I'm bored and I'm completely out of episodes of TDPD.
TDPD? Is that a... What is that?
The best show on television. Ever. And you've never heard of it? Nancy, he was a linebacker and now he's a crime tracker. Ring a bell? Officer Downs, anything?
Sorry, never heard of it.
Sometimes it's like you live on Mars.
Goodbye.
Hanging up.
Hanging up. Okay, so Deirdre is better than the police. She did a much better job than the police at solving the mystery and everything. Wow. So Victor, hey, guess what, Victor?
Nancy, hi.
So, Ryan's innocent.
I found a way to prove that Ryan's innocent. It wasn't her.
What? What do you mean?
Photos from her award ceremony prove she couldn't have made it to the lab in time. It's not possible.
That can't be true. All of that evidence, I'm sure it was her.
Deirdre's working on getting the photos over to the police now.
They'll reopen the case and everything will just stall out again.
Okay, what's my next move then?
I don't know. I have to think.
Hang it up! It'd be cool if he said that, but he's not as cool as Deirdre. Okay, so we need to
I need to connect all of the circuits.
Make a circuit board. Oh boy, circuit boards. Didn't we just do this puzzle and Nancy drew Alibi in Ashes? Oh, okay, here we go. So we just need to figure out how to get all these circuit pieces back together. I think that was a text message from Ryan saying, "Hi Nancy, guess what? We can talk again. We will be friends." So I think it helps, it kind of helps if you try to do the outside edge pieces first. First he was a linebacker, and now he's a crime tracker. Apparently it's a TV show about a football player who becomes a cop. There we go. Almost got the right-hand side of the board completely finished. Okay. That's right. This piece doesn't need to be filled in, I think. This is one of the puzzles where you've got a couple of options.
All done.
Yeah, we can.
Now it's time to etch the design.
We can miss some pieces. Sorry I got mad. Stop by. I want to talk. Aw, Ryan will talk to me now. That's nice. Uh-oh. Looks like I got myself stuck. Oh no. This happened in the last game, too. So, I save my game, and then I just reload it? Huh. Wait, found it. I need to look up that etching thing first before I can do anything. Great, okay, so I actually needed to pick up that piece of paper. Okay, so with this puzzle, we want to make the super cool solution. No, I didn't break the game. I just didn't notice the one thing I'm supposed to click on. So we need to make 3 hydrofluoric acid, 1 nitric acid, and then 4 water. So 4 water is easy. And then 3 of this. And then it was 1 nitric acid. So which one's nitric acid? HNO3? So 1 nitric acid and done. Yay, I did it. We have to do that puzzle twice. We're gonna have to make 2 wafers. So let's see, I press the start button. Yes. I put the acid in. Yes. Then I put the wafer. Okay, no, I put the design. And then I put the wafer. And then start. And it's going to take, like... It's going to take a while before it finishes. What you're supposed to do is jump from day to night. But I'm not going to do that. Oh, wait. No. You're supposed to jump from day to night, and you absolutely do have to do that. Never mind. Okay, 4 parts water here. And then there's 3 parts hydrofluoric acid. So now we've got a second thing, just ready to go for the second puzzle, and that way I don't have to do that. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go to Ryan, and we're gonna talk to her. Yeah, I really like Deirdre in this game. We can talk to her. She's pretty much funny in every phone conversation. It's interesting because she's such a mean personality. You'd think she wouldn't be funny, but I mean, she's funny in a different way than, say, like Mason, who's also kind of mean, and Gray's also kind of mean. Everybody's mean in this game, so they wanted to give us a mean phone contact just to make everybody seem slightly meaner.
Hi.
You really are innocent. I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
Don't be sorry. It's the smartest course of action. Look, I gotta ask you. You're not really here for a new investor. You're here to look into what happened to Nico, aren't you?
Yep.
Yes.
I figured the questions you were asking were a little odd considering. I believe someone from this lab killed Nico. Anything you need from me, you got it.
Why are you being so helpful?
Nico may have had some crazy, downright dangerous ideas, but he was a good man. His killer deserves to be punished, whoever it is.
Mason says he was tormenting you with a cat because you hid it. Is that true?
It was self-defense. Fuzzy little freakball had it coming.
Who do you think killed Nico?
A little part of me thinks it's Gray.
Why?
I'm a little scared of him.
Him? He's not scary at all.
Don't underestimate him. Those two had a strange relationship. They fought constantly, not sure why.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, so this game has an air of grumpy and science. What the? Ow! My head. I guess it makes sense. We're solving a murder mystery. That's why everybody's upset. That does make sense. That's a good explanation for why everybody's upset. And hey, we finished our thing. That's cool. That's great.
Oh no, it's locked.
Ellie doesn't seem grumpy. She seems more sleepy than anything else. But yeah, I think part of the reason why Deirdre's so funny in this game is because she's not a suspect, so she can be funnier.
Hello?
Nancy? Is that you? Are you okay?
I'm locked in.
Me too.
There's no air flowing in. How do I get out?
Ellie, hey, we were in the middle of a conversation here.
The vents. See if you can crawl out of the air ducts.
Thank you. Okay. I don't know why she didn't answer yeah, that just seems weird. In any case, we're gonna crawl out through the air ducts. How many times has Nancy been knocked
hot in here.
unconscious?
I'd better find my way out as quickly as possible.
She's been knocked on the head a lot over the course of this series. Poor Nancy. She really should invest in a helmet. Just wear a helmet all the time. Oh no, I need to find my way to the exit, and that's not the exit. Oh no. Here? Oh, I'm totally lost. Oh, this is gonna be fun. That's obviously not it. Oh gosh, here! Found it! Ah! Got me back here, but it resets this puzzle.
It's pretty hot in here. I'd better find my way out as quickly as possible.
Let's see, I think one way to escape is just follow along the right-hand edge. Sure, let's do that.
What are you doing here?
Back off, old man.
I said, what are you doing here? And while I'm at it, what's in the bag?
And I said back off! Hey! Let go!
I don't want to see you here screwing around after hours.
Are you crazy? This is mine! Leave me alone!
Yeah, you better run!
Gray. I don't really
What were
feel
they
like
arguing
running
about?
right now, so I'm not really gonna chase after him. Okay, yeah, Mason was trying to steal stuff, and that makes Gray unhappy. Gray does not like that at all. So there's the circuit thing. Oh yeah, Mason really shouldn't be here. Mason doesn't work at night, right? Mason works only during the daytime, so what was he doing here?
Haven't. That's done. That's done. Check. That's done. Haven't done that.
So we need to talk to Ellie. Yeah, we need to talk to Ellie. Okay, so first we need to find the computer program. Ah, no. The task list hints are blocking my version,
I need to rebuild Ryan's
screen.
part. Haven't done that.
Okay, so let's see.
Still have to do that.
I could have sworn the hint
Still
was
have
going
to do that.
appear. Let's back away from the computer and go towards it again. So what we're trying to do is just refix this. And now maybe the extra hint will show up? No, it won't. Guys, we're going to solve this puzzle on our own. Are you excited? Because I'm somewhat excited. So that's layer number 1. Oh, not this puzzle. Okay, here we go. No, here? Yeah. It's gotta look like this. Yeah, I'm trying to duplicate this one in case it's not obvious. And then I have no idea where I'm going from there. Here, and then not there. Yeah, beautiful. That looks kind of good. Yeah. This is a very, very useful task list. So let's see, we can turn it around. That actually helps a lot. So I needed a piece here if I look from this edge. And that piece there shouldn't be there. That one piece. So that's what is this one piece? This one here? Yeah. So let's see. That looks like pretty perfect from that angle, except some pieces there. So I turn it around. This is clearly this side. Looks like we need a piece here. Layer 2. There. Okay. So that looks good. And then layer 3 is not going to have a piece there. I'll find where that piece goes. I'm trying to get this piece here. Got it. Okay. So from this side, it looks pretty good. This side, it looks pretty solid, actually. And then this side, it looks fantastic as well. And was this was the first side. So that looks good. That can't be it, because Nancy says something if you got it right, and she did not say anything there. Ah, okay, I got it wrong. So let's see what the real solution is. So it says the real solution is this.
I think that's right.
Nancy points it out when you've got it right, as I said. Let's mess with Mason's stuff. So Ellie is, not here right now. Ellie? Ellie, you okay, buddy? I should be a little worried about her.
Strange. What's Ellie up to with this?
She left this puzzle. Oh, good. She came back, she left a puzzle, and then she left. And what's this?
I need to figure out whose card this is.
This is the culprit's card, in case it's not obvious.
I need to get this to add up correctly.
I think I know this puzzle. Okay, so the way the math works in this puzzle, we put the middle number in the center, so that's got to be 5, right? So then 9 plus 1 equals 10. 2 plus 8 equals 10. 3 plus 7 equals 10. 4 plus 6 equals 10.
I thought they hated each other. What's going on here?
So, apparently Ellie and Mason are secretly trying to sell stuff to, like, Chicago and Palo Alto and such. Oh my. Not good, evil villains.
Check. Can't check that. Still have to. That's done. Still have to do that.
Okay, so I think with the book puzzle...
Can't check that off. Haven't done that.
I need to solve this book puzzle before I can get the notes to play on the musical Tesla coil. So let's see, back into the lab. I want to print something. Let's go with the second one and hope that's the right one. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's it. And do I have the other hint for the books?
Haven't done that.
So what we need to do is, the book titles correspond to the rows of books on the shelves. We need to pull them out in the correct order. So the condemned elephant's name was Topsy. And then VI equals R is Ohm's law. That's written on Mason's thing. Tesla's good friend, Mark Twain. So where's Mark Twain? Short stories of Mark Twain. Then it's going to be element number 74. I don't have that memorized. Let's see if it's tungsten, right? Tungsten. And then the incorrect radio patent holder would be Marconi. So that's here, Marconi. Then the expo site, Chicago, maybe? So one of these books had Chicago in the title, right? Illuminate Chicago. And finally, the knight is going to be Lancelot. Oh, wow, didn't need a hint for that. Solved the puzzle myself. Okay, so that right there is going to be, that's going to be the next card for us to listen to.
The hours have gone negative this week. The news of the announcement has gone far beyond what I wanted. I've lost control over it, and we're not ready. Gray's been helping me comb through all the unsuitable work. I've had to step up my own security. I can't be too careful now. The mood in the lab has been tense for a long time, but there has been a shift.
I think this is the one that we don't have to listen to, but you can if you want.
A sudden calmness to my enemies as of late, as if they're planning something. Paranoia has always come creeping into the back reaches of my mind when I stretch myself too far, but I've not been overextended. Quite the opposite. Everything has been going smoothly with the energy project. This, I fear, isn't paranoia.
What is it?
I find myself unable to trust anyone here, but I can't leave the work, not until it's announced. There's electricity in everything.
Nico working
but we
on?
don't know how to see it
Is
because we
this some
perceive
sort
it to
of
be
code?
scarce, always looking for exotic solutions. Exotic and costly. Victor once warned me to take it easy with the announcement. The world economy is built on expensive energy. To flood the market could cause a collapse, but to continue to hide the resources we have, to deprive those who need them, I see why Tesla liked his pigeons. They fly only where they're directed, and never question the effect the beating of their wings will have on the skies and the world below.
Oh, I'm just solving a puzzle while I was talking. Play every fifth letter. It's fifth. Every fifth letter.
Play every fifth letter above on the coil. Okay, I'll give that a try.
That's kind of a trouble, because Nancy says play every fifth letter, but the message is every fifth letter play. What? Oh my gosh, it's the craziest inconsistency ever. And that's what I sound like when I'm complaining. So this was 10:16, and the other audio diaries were 10:23. Okay, so the first set of audio diaries comes after the second set. That's interesting. Interesting to know. Okay, so we need to play every fifth letter on the coil. Let's actually do that, right? Is the coil fixed? The coil is totally fixed. But I don't know what every fifth letter is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count to 5. I'm really good at counting to 5. Trust me. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, the coil hates me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
These must be the notes Nico mentioned to play.
The notes that... These must be the notes he mentioned to play on the exact same page as this thing. Okay, what was Nico's silly little song? So it's A-G-E. I imagine that's going to be higher, so that's... No, that can't be it. So it's going to be... Yeah, and then lowercase means the higher register. Yeah, I need to end at middle C. That's the one that makes the most sense.
What's this?
It's musical. Okay, so the hidden message, it's a scavenger hunt. So basically the hidden message and Ellie's place led to the notebook, which led to this, which leads to this. The closer I come to the answer, the more I appreciate the magnitude of this discovery. I fear that I can no longer trust those around me. I cannot allow my research to go wasted, so to find a hidden knowledge, illuminate a black light under the glow. So to illuminate the black light, we actually have to get a black light, and that's in Ryan's area. So let's go to daytime. Woo! Daytime, daytime, daytime. Yeah, Tesla coils are pretty awesome. So, slow elevator of slowness right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, where is that black light?
A
right
black
here.
light. This might be what Nico was talking about.
Hi.
I was locked in the photo lab. I think someone tried to kill me.
The air was off.
Yeah, I had to crawl out the vent.
No one was trying to kill you.
How can you be so sure?
The only one who knew about the air cycling off was me. I'm working on the vent system. If someone locked you in, they weren't trying to kill you.
Then what were they trying to do?
I don't know, but I'll make sure the air stays on. Still, be careful out there.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Why would Ryan have the air cycle off during the nighttime when she doesn't work? Come on, Ryan! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yep, slow elevator, slowness. Okay, yeah, no, you don't even work at nighttime. Why are you having your experiments running at nighttime? Okay, and let's hope we printed out the correct thing. I hope we did. If we didn't, we're gonna find out right now. Okay, up the stairs. We need a glow, so that's setting the Tesla coil. coil at low power. Low power. Low power is the Tesla coil. What did Nancy say here? She said, like, she needs to get the lightning rod fixed or something. I'm gonna put up the lightning rod, though. That'd be cool. Because I think the thing in the cage is connected to the lightning rod. Unless I'm totally mistaken. Did somebody turn off the Tesla coil when I wasn't paying attention? Not cool, dudes. Not cool. No, seriously, what happened there? And is the lightning rod up? Is it up or not? Okay, I want it up. Cool. So now I'm gonna go into the Faraday cage and see if Nancy says anything. She doesn't. Okay, I'm just totally hallucinating. Okay. Oh no, wait, the lightning rod is down now. Dude, lightning rod? Oh, come on.
This has to lead to whatever Nico was hiding.
Silly lightning rod. Okay, so enter the hex. Here we go.
A biometric fingerprint scanner. This could be a challenge.
Definitely a huge challenge. So we need to find a way to get past the biometric fingerprint scanner.
Did that. That's done. Still have to check. Still have to do check. Haven't done.
Haven't explored the lab yet?
Haven't done that.
Okay, biometric fingerprint scanner. I need to follow the instructions in that biometric fingerprint book. So we need gummy bears for that. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need gummy bears or something along those lines. Ryan, give me your gummy bears.
Hi.
Can I have some gummy bears?
Normally, I'd say yes. But there is a wicked cold front coming in, and I am not getting snowed in without gummy bears. Not again. Never again. Oh, fine, you can have one.
Yay! I need lots.
Fair warning, do not give him a name if you plan on losing or eating him later. Unless you're some sort of monster.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
I'm not a monster. I just needed a lot of gummy bears. Is that even going to be enough? I don't think that's going to be enough to make a fingerprint. I don't think so. I don't think that's even kind of enough. Although, yeah, I can understand. She doesn't want to get trapped without junk food. That would be terrible.
I need to find the power knob before I can use it.
Here's the thing, and the power knob was by Grays.
I need to make a fingerprint mold first.
Oh, I need to make a fingerprint mold before I can do that. Also this, the weirdest food. Hello, kids! You can be a part of the Dork Food Company. Oh, yeah! Whoa, yeah! Whoa, whoa, yeah. Okay. So I need a hint. I need the fingerprint from Nico. Looking in a place where the... I know we get the fingerprint from Nico's place here, right? But we don't have the key yet. We don't have the key. Victor has the key when Victor comes in. But what causes Victor to come in? Not entirely sure. Let's skip ahead to nighttime. Because at least then I can figure out who the owner of that key card from Mason is. That's really easy. I just need to plug that into Gray's computer program. So let's get rid of Gray. I might have to call Victor. I don't know. I don't know if calling Victor... We could call Victor again, sure. But first I'm doing this. First I'm going to check out the cards. Okay, so the card I found in the lab, which could be the culprit's card. So this is found near Mason and Ellie.
This was the card that opened the lab the night of the murder.
Aha! So it is in fact the culprit's
Can't leave the card behind.
Mason and Ellie have the culprit's card. It's very
Did that?
It's very
Still have
dangerous.
to do that.
and let's call Victor. Let's call Victor here. Oh, the Hardy Boys are in this game. Yeah, we should call the Victor.
Hi, Nancy. Look, I wanted to apologize for how our last conversation ended. I just want this investigation over. I was so sure it was Ryan. I guess I was just blinded by how much I wanted to wrap things up.
I can understand that.
The more I think of it, I'm glad it's not her. She always made the place a little more fun. I guess it's time to take a long look at everyone else. Keep an eye out. As we narrow in on the suspect, things might get a little dangerous.
There are so many things we can talk to him about.
I found the key card that opened the lab the night of Nico's murder.
You did?
In Ellie and Mason's office. I think maybe we should take this to the police.
Good instincts. But let's not do that yet. If they reopen the investigation now, it'll be months before anything gets resolved. And that's if they solve the case. Let's play it close to the vest until we've got enough to wrap this case up. Which might not be long. Follow up on that key card. Whoever you can pin that on is our killer.
I better get going.
Bye.
Figured out what I missed. Okay, so remember how Gray and Mason had that big fight with each other, and Mason ran away? So, what you're supposed to do is follow up on that. You're actually supposed to follow Gray. Gray went to his little hidey hole, and he's like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr, I'm grumpy, I'm angry, I'm grumpy." Okay, so, when we do that, we're gonna hear that he is shredding documents.
What's he doing in there?
What are you doing, Gray? What are you doing? Let me know.
Don't you got something better to do?
What were you shredding?
Nothing.
It didn't seem like nothing.
Leave it alone.
What were you saying to Mason earlier?
Nothing you need to worry about.
You seemed a little angry.
I was.
Yeah, angry is your default mood, Gray.
The log says that one additional person entered the lab the night Nico died.
I know. The question is, how do you know?
Police report. What I don't understand is why the police didn't follow up on it.
They did. Said it was a glitch.
Do you believe that?
What's it matter what I believe? It only matters what they believe.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, Gray just looks like a nice person, and then he starts talking, and then, oops, all of a sudden, there is no dispelling the illusion of him being just a big old cuddly teddy bear. Now he's just a grumpy turtle. Alright, so he's gone. We can steal stuff that he was shredding.
The kill switch for the Tesla coil. Why does Gray have it?
Although, yes, it is realistic that, you know, he's not telling everything he knows.
I bet I could tape this back together.
Usually characters in this game just tell Nancy everything, even though she's a complete stranger. Here, let me tell you my entire life story, Nancy. Whereas Gray's like, I don't know you. I don't care about you. You don't need to know
I need to figure out what was on this page before Gray shredded it.
Pretty easy to get these red things into place. In fact, those are the only things we need to look at. The other things are, let's see. Looks like we've got a couple of pages which are just words. Just words. Just words. And then pictures. Pictures go together. It's hard to get this correctly. Okay. Now this goes like here. Okay, so this goes left of that piece. This has to be the left-hand side. This may be the exact middle. I think that's upside down, actually. I could be wrong. Here we go. Excessive corona and breakouts reduce electrostatic metals. We need to adjust the copper. Possible military applications. So let's keep it in a safe distance. higher Q factor. Possible.
Got it. Now to find a way to take this with me.
Hooray! And now we just tape
What
it.
was put into safekeeping? I'd better look into that.
So the safekeeping. Now we need to play with that thing in Gray's area. The coat hangers. Just like the picture
Gray's
showed.
shredded notes seem to mention this was important.
Very, very important. And this one gets turned all the way around. Did it. Okay, so Gray Courtright. He is a doctor of physics in the field of theoretical physics. And I think they misspelled his last name. There's no W in his last name, is there? Where's the case file? Oh, I have to look at the case file. I have to go... Okay, let's go back to the case file and see how we spell Gray's last name.
What's someone with a PhD doing working in security?
Oh, and there's another video. So, Gray and Nico were sending angry emails to each other. I guess it makes sense that Gray was sending angry emails. Gray doesn't seem like the type of person to send happy emails. LBTY 6510259. Okay, so this is a video of Nico's death. Yes. Whoa! Gray was in the room, and then Nico was murdered.
Gray? Is this the unedited tape? If it is... Wait, what's that code in the corner?
So that's some editing code. The culprit edited themselves out of the tape. I'm not sure if the culprit is Gray, though. Do you think the culprit's Gray? Because, I mean, it would make sense if he was trying to hide himself from the tape, but that's not an incriminating tape. That's him leaving the room before the murder. If anything, that should maybe clear him, I think? I don't know. Yeah, Gray Courtright. There's no W in his last name. Why did his PhD misspell his name? Oh, that is so embarrassing.
Haven't done... Check. That's... Check.
Poor
that.
Poor Gray. Oh, life is hard for him. No wonder he's such a grumpy Gus. He, you know, people can't spell his name right. Yeah, so why would he edit the tape and still show himself? What I'm saying makes no sense whatsoever. Yes. But what if the case file is the one that misspelled his name? Is there any other place where Gray's last name is spelled? We need to get this figured out, like, now. I want to find out who spelled his name wrong. Or the culprit... Yeah, I don't know. The culprit could have taken footage of Gray from another video and then put that in to make it look like Gray was leaving at the time, maybe? Maybe that was it? I don't know. Ryan, you're great at programming, right? Not really, you're like an electrical engineer. But still, you've got to help me.
What's up?
You've got to help me.
I think there may be something weird about the security video from the night of the murder. Could you take a look at it with me?
Yes. This track is something Nico had me add, so the security...
Okay, somebody's confirming. There's a paper in Gray's room that you picked up. There's no W in his name. Okay, so his diploma spelled it wrong. That poor guy.
Security video could also do double duty as a data set. He liked tracking the ebb and flow of the electrical current throughout the year. It meant something to him. I've heard that theoretically we could... Wait.
What?
Right there. And there. Let me get a closer look. It's true. There are breaks in the signature. This video was tampered with. Someone followed Nico into that lab and edited themselves out of the tape. I'm pulling this off the network before.
What just happened?
That footage must have been flagged. Whoever killed Nico knows what we just saw.
Where are you going?
Anywhere but here. If you're smart, you do the same.
Okay, so the culprit just got warned that we saw the footage. Oh no! Oh no!
Security breach in Tesla Coil Lab. Warning.
And somebody just tried to break into the Tesla Coil Lab. What? Mason!
What are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
This might come as a shock, but no one wants you lurking around here. Why don't you just leave me to my work?
I'm not lurking. What's that?
Wait! Wait, stop! Someone's activated the machine! You have to shut it all down! Please, hurry!
Oh no! Somebody started the machine! Let's go to the control booth
I
and
need to
stop
find a way
them!
to turn off all of the power.
Or we could turn off the power here. Why am I not running to the control booth and catching the culprit in the act? That seems like the smarter thing to do here. I don't know, Nancy's the great detective. I'm just a guy who plays video games. I totally messed up. Okay, so let's see. How do we do this? This, yeah, and then this, and then this? I don't know, and then 1, yeah, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, let's see. This is just like that puzzle earlier with the trying to open that thing. Yeah, no. I really think Nancy should go into the control booth and catch the culprit here. Turn off the power, try starting in the corners. Well, okay, I think I did the corners, but I could be wrong. Yeah, maybe here. Here. I could be wrong. Okay. We need to get all these things to the corners. Yes. Oh, I got them all in a row. Okay. That doesn't really help. Oh, now I've got it in these 2 corners. Yay, I'm glad the death machine is protected by a complicated puzzle. Otherwise, yeah, Mason's gonna die here. Mason's gonna die. I can't figure out how to do this. Okay. I'm not gonna use a hint, though. I'm not gonna use a hint. I'm gonna solve this puzzle on my own. This does seem like a flaw in the security system to protect the death machine with a super complicated puzzle. And there's a solution that's just 4 moves? Wow. Wish I could remember the 4-move solution. That would come in handy right about now. Let's see. Corner, corner. Not that corner, because that doesn't do anything. So it looks like this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I get stuck there. I'll try it again. Yeah, it's nice knowing. It was nice knowing you, Mason. I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, Mason, but actually, I didn't really like knowing you. You're kind of a meanie. We're probably gonna get the Mason dies death sequence here. How long does it take for Mason to die? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Got it. Oh! No, I don't. Okay, let's try moving everything down. See if that works at all. Oh, now I've got the entire bottom row filled. Don't cry for Mason. Don't worry. I'm sure I'll get it before he dies. Don't worry. I'm a genius. Or he's a genius. Just not a genius at this puzzle. It's late. Give me a break, okay? It's late at night. So really, I do think it's got to be some diagonal here. I just can't Just need to figure out what that diagonal is. Yeah, here we go, maybe. No. Oh. That sounded like the Tesla coil. That sounds like the Tesla coil. It sounds like it's charging up. Huh. Oh no. Okay, fine. I'll see what the next step is. Flip the column in the second row, first column. Then first row, third column. Like this. So the game says I start with this, which is sort of the opposite of starting in the corners, actually. It kind of is. Hey, we did it!
There! Got it!
Woo!
Thank you! I appreciate that!
Yeah!
Who could have turned that on?
No clue! Look, maybe we could keep this between ourselves.
Yeah, that clue of starting in the corners, ignore that clue. That clue is a fake clue, and it's no help, and it will throw you off for a long time.
Okay?
What are you doing?
Hey,
Nancy,
boss.
We should have a talk. Come on. Nice job. You saved me some paperwork back there. It's unfortunate that we couldn't be meeting under better circumstances. It wasn't exactly fair of me to ask you to take on such a large task. It looks like your ride is going to be a little late. Get settled in the lounge and, please, don't touch anything. I'm going to need all of your passes and keys. Where did you even get this? No, I don't even want to know.
What's going to happen next?
Snow clears, you leave. I leave, hire a professional next time. Killer gets found, killer goes to jail.
Yes, okay, so Mason's alive. He should have just ripped his shirt. His shirt was stuck on his shirt sleeve was stuck, right? Just rip his shirt rather than die, you know? And Victor's mad at me for I was gonna say he's mad at me for killing Mason, but no. Apparently he's mad at me for saving Mason's life, which makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, well, at least you saved me some paperwork. Yeah, that's kind of a grim joke there. So I got fired for being a bad detective.
So what's your next step with the investigation?
I'm sorry if I've been anything but crystal clear. I want you off this case. Completely. You've caused enough trouble here.
Aww.
I better get going.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, but I saved Mason's life. Why are you so... okay, so he fired me. He fired me and he took all my passes and keys, except for this pass, which should totally work. It's a good pass, right?
Very busy right now.
Busy doing what?
I better get going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really feel like Victor he came all this way to fire me in person anyway, and so...
I need to find another key.
I've got one right here,
I guess
Nancy.
this one doesn't work.
Whatever. Okay, so Victor came, he came to fire me anyway, and, you know, the fact that I saved Mason's life hasn't really changed his mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 48, 30, 33? I guess that's as much as I can count.
Did you hear? A snowstorm of gloriously epic proportions is bearing down on us. I might get to break out the snowmobile. Or we might get snowed in like last time.
I need a new key card. Can you help?
Well, sorta. Here, this should do the trick.
Here, just take mine. Just take mine.
Thanks.
Cool, so I need, the gummy bears.
Is there anything I can do to convince you to give me some of your gummy bears?
Yes. Victor is a candy hoarder. Liberate his sugar stash and bring it to me.
I need your help distracting Victor.
I've got just the thing.
What is it?
Listen.
That is awful!
I know! Victor hates it. Like, mega super hates it to infinity. If I leave this thing running for more than a second, he'll be yelling at me to turn it off.
Perfect.
But Nancy, I also hate it. And I hate getting yelled at by Victor. So whatever you need to do, please do it quickly. Okay, I'll give you a minute and then I'll let her rip.
Yeah, Victor, how dare you let such a terrible thing destroy my ears? Ryan, I'm mad at you. Rah, rah, rah. I'm Victor, I'm angry. Rah, rah, rah. And I'm just gonna steal her teddy bears, gummy bears.
Ryan promised to give me some if I helped her. I should wait.
Forget that!
Sorry, Ryan, but I need to commandeer these bears.
Forget that, I'm stealing those gummy bears. Those are my gummy bears now.
I'm still missing parts. I need to find them first.
I guess we need to get the entire robot cat before we can build it. Oh well. So yeah, we can be a jerk and steal Ryan's gummy bears. That's just a jerky jerk move that Nancy can pull.
Hey.
Hey, how about a thank you for saving your life? Let's see. Here.
So, what exactly happened with you and the coil?
I, miscalculated.
Why were you in there?
You saved my life. I thank you. That's it. Conversation over.
Wow, but no, I want more info.
What were you and Ellie doing spending time together?
We weren't.
I know for a fact you were.
For a fact? Well, I know for a fact. You're wrong. Let me get back to work.
I have a phone which shows you were sending messages to each other.
No offense, I can't work when you're hovering.
No offense, you're terrible at working anyway.
Is this your card?
Mine has my name on it.
Any word on the storm?
It's gonna be bad. I'd get out of here before we get snowed in. I know I'm going to.
What do you know about Victor?
Not much. He was here when I interviewed. Asked some tough questions.
Like what?
Like, how many bike tires are there in the world?
So, how many are there?
The answers to those questions are never important. It's how you grapple with the problem. A good problem is like a fight to the death with your own mind. Or other minds. But that's all I remember about Victor. He drops in now and again, brings snacks.
He does? What? I want a snack.
Anything else about Victor my boss might want to know?
He's bald but not sensitive about it. He's one of the good ones.
Goodbye.
See you later.
It's kind of a weird thing to say, but okay. He's bald, but he doesn't get mad when I make fun of him for being bald. Therefore, he's one of those good bald people. Whoa! Slow elevator of slowness has just stopped moving entirely. Oh my.
I need to replace all of these gears before the brakes give out.
Gears, they need to go here. That gear doesn't touch anything. Okay, so this has to be a small gear. Let's see. That has to be a large one, right? Here we go, this is it. We fixed the gears.
Good.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break the elevator. It wasn't on purpose. Yeah, it's just like Treasure in the Royal Tower. Nancy should just avoid elevators from here on out. They always seem to be destroyed whenever she tries to use them. And guess what? Victor took the candy with him. Victor took the candy with him just so you couldn't get the key and the candy.
That might be
on
Nico's
the exact
fingerprint
same
on that
trip.
model.
He forced you to take an extra trip to use the slow elevator of slowness. Now I know for sure he's got to be the culprit. And that could be Nico's fingerprints. Let's get some tape. We need that fingerprint. Where is that tape? Okay, we've got an extra thing of tape. Not this model. That one looks clean.
Got it.
Only a culprit would be that protective of candy. Yes. Whoa, what's this?
What's that?
So that was a message about a huge sale, I think. I was barely paying attention. Well, where's that piece of paper? Can I read it again? Or is it just gone for... I guess it's just gone forever. Wow. Okay, well, you'll have to go back and play, you know, pause the video at that point to see what was on that piece of paper. Okay, this goes here. Fingerprint goes there. I need to get the fingerprint. Right, I need to get a print of the fingerprint. So we're going to use this machine.
It's locked.
It's locked. Right, Ryan's key card here. Don't you love it when evidence falls from the sky so you don't have to look for it? Yeah, that's nice. Oh, that piece of paper's in my evidence bag. I've got an evidence bag. Ooh. All parties are pleased. The patents are in order. We ran the numbers, and wow, we've got way too much money. Oh my gosh. This is the most craziest thing ever! It's like nuclear fusion crazy. Everybody will have free energy for the rest of their lives. We're so awesome. We will be rich. Rich, although the energy is free if everybody has free energy for the rest of their lives, so I guess we're not rich. Great, we just destroyed the economy. Oh, but we're still awesome! Roar! And that's how science works. It is going to take at least 12 hours for this to work. Well, I mean, you could understand, maybe somebody somebody is so protective of energy, you know, this is so much energy, it's free, everybody has free energy from now on, they could make tons and tons of money. What the note said, it's invaluable because there isn't that much money in the world, that's how valuable this is. Oh, it's so valuable, it's not valuable at all, actually, yeah. So, roar, roar! Culprit needs to kill in order to protect their money, or something. Okay, so we got the fingerprints. We are going to make it into a gummy bear fingerprint. We're gonna melt the gummy bears. Oh, Mason got a high score again? I imagine you could go back and forth with Mason and keep getting high scores just to defeat him. But, I don't want to. I don't care that much. Oh, and here we go. This is Nico's cool lab. So guess what? He has one of Nikola Tesla's crazy diaries. So one of Nikola Tesla's top secret diaries, which the CIA stole. Well, Nico somehow has it. Yeah, I don't know where he got it from. In any case, that's how he managed to come up with a super cool invention. It's based off one of Nico's. I mean, it's based off one of Nikola Tesla's cool inventions. Nikola Tesla. Is Nico a nickname for Nicola? Nico, nickname? Yes. So this would be great. I'm sure the science nerds would just love it to get to read these diaries. That would actually be pretty amazing. Like finding the lost diary of a historical figure. I know Nancy found the lost diary of Marie Antoinette already, but this is still pretty cool too.
Looks like it's powered off.
And this is powered off. We need to find a way to turn it on. I don't think I have the key. I guess, let's see.
Have it, check. That's done.
Right, we need to listen to the audio diaries in Nico's study. Because we just picked up one of those audio diaries right here, this red one.
This is a lab, not your personal playground. Get back to the visitors area.
The elevator nearly killed me.
Sounds bad. Then maybe you should stop wandering around.
Goodbye.
Yep. Somebody says, okay, I find a very important diary, and then I go, too long, can't read. Well, yeah, I can't read his fancy handwriting. That's like crazy fancy handwriting. I sure hope Nancy doesn't accidentally eat the gelatin fingerprints. That would be terrible. Yeah, his writing is in like cursive, man. I can't read cursive writing. It's too much work, dude.
What's up?
You seem pretty attached to gummy bears.
Which I stole from you.
Attached? Please. I less than 3 them. They're bright and sugary, and sometimes a girl gets a little lonely surrounded by all these scientists. Plus, they're fun. And you can act out these little scenes with them and then eat them. Sweet, tragic, delicious betrayal. They never see it coming, the dopes.
I'm sorry to ask again, but can you distract Victor for me?
Dear ears and general feelings of self-worth, I am so sorry for what's about to happen to you. Your sad friend, Ryan.
Okay. Oh, and I didn't finish the robot cat. Where is the final robot cat, like, parts? I appear to be missing the robot cat body. That's the part I appear to be missing. Okay, so Victor has been distracted. Now we can listen to this thing.
It's Tuesday, 26 hours of work this week. Off to a running start. Ryan's getting more aggressive with her demands. I'm reluctant to send her packing, but I will if I must. My safety is my primary concern. Which reminds me, the parts arrived today for the pigeon. 13, 6, 5, as expected. Should something happen to me, hopefully someone will figure out what that means.
Okay, somebody says near the 3D printer is where the missing cat part is. Okay.
Last night, I hit 90% efficiency with the suboptimal setup. Thanks to Ryan's threats, I could not carry out the plan I had been hoping. Yet these results mean that it's time to announce. Again, I'm viewing the schematics in my head, but now I have to think differently. I have to find the points in the design where someone could take advantage of the system, and bend it to his will. Tesla was lucky to live before the nuclear age took full flight. He never had to scrutinize his work. He could brag about death rays or the earthquake machines he had, and the tyrants of the world wouldn't take notice. That's no longer the case. I don't think he understood the cost of destruction. To him, it was just the mechanics of the thing. When he attached the earthquake machine to his building, he didn't want to destroy it. It was about finding the perfect pattern. The resonant frequency of the building syncing up with the steady tap of his machine until the structure's myth of stability was exposed for what it was, a hopeful lie. I always like to think that's how Wardenclyffe came down. Not with a wrecking ball, but with one of his unassuming little boxes set to frequency 37.
And that's another clue. Okay,
What was Nico up to with a pigeon?
Hey, Nico loves pigeons, okay? If
This
he
must
likes
be what
playing
Nico
with his
was talking
pigeons
about in his
into all
diary.
hours of the night, then he can play with his pigeons into all hours of the night. Okay, so the pigeon was these numbers in binary. 13, 6, and 5. Yeah, Nico was actually programming his pigeon to display that on the wall. Wow, the 1902
This
patent.
must be the key to one of Nico's passwords.
And that number is over here. There we go. We got to see the 1932 patent. You all had enough chance. You had enough time to read that, right? Okay, so we need to get Wardenclyffe, and we need to destroy it. But first, that robot cat. So it was near the 3D printer, someone said? I don't see any robot cats here near the 3D printer. Perhaps inside the photolithography lab. I don't see any robot cats here either. Well, the robot cat thing is optional, so if you don't find all the robot cat pieces, here it is. That could be it. Okay, great. So it's not by the 3D printer, but it is sort of close there. Woohoo! We solved it! So let's see. Where was I? Wardenclyffe. Grabbing Wardenclyffe.
This must be the building Nico mentioned.
So one of the boxes set to frequency 37.
I need to find the correct frequency.
So the correct frequency was door. Got it. And that's the key for the control thing. So this is gonna go here. Oh, part 2 of this puzzle. Okay, part 2. Yeah, I can do this. I guess. Yeah, that wasn't so terrible, I guess. Maybe. Let's see. Got it. Oh, one off! Oh no! Oh! Let's see. Jeez. Yeah, there we go. This is good. Maybe. Oh, come on. These puzzles are very satisfying once you get it right, but, you know, if you keep fighting it, like I am, it turns into... Got it. That's it. Woo! We did it. Okay, so the 19 something patent was 111932. And this is it. This is the video. The video.
This must be the unedited footage.
Unedited footage of Nico's
That's
death.
Check, check, check. Have it. Check. Did that. Still have to check. That's done.
Okay, so Nico went into the lab. Gray said, I'm getting out of here. Rawr, rawr. And then who shows up? It's Victor! Victor is the culprit. He goes into the lab. He turns on the coil, murders Nico, then walks outside and says, hi to the camera! Hi! And then he leaves.
Victor!
He
must have killed Nico.
Can't check that off yet.
I need to find a way to get this evidence out.
So we need to get this evidence out.
What was that?
Unfortunately, that is an electronics security gate. So as soon as you step through it, all of Nancy's electronics are going to be fried. The USB, maybe these diary things, I don't know, and also Nancy's phone. So let's take this moment to call for help. Can we call Victor, actually? Victor, I'm calling you. Victor,
You've reached Victor
you're the
Lawson.
culprit. Hi.
Please leave a message at the tone.
Yeah, Victor managed to sneak past without Gray noticing he was there? Wow, come on, Gray, be more observant. Yeah, do the phone
there,
calls.
Nancy Drew.
I just saw the real security video. Victor killed Nico. I think he knows I figured it out.
Great!
How is this great?
I'm a sucker for an action-packed ending. Now go out there and don't die! I need this grade!
Why are you acting like such a sociopath?
I'm not a sociopath. I just have a lot of appreciation for closure. And come on, how many times have you not died?
It only takes once.
Okay, valid point. Be careful. I'll hang up and do what I can from my end. Good luck.
Aw, that was almost nice of Deirdre. So is she gonna call the
Hey there,
police?
Nancy Drew.
I better get going.
Bye.
Nancy and Deirdre sassing each other is great. It's like, don't die! At least not until I get this A on my
Nancy,
report.
Frank was just talking about you.
Oh yeah? Is that so?
Just recounting the time. So how are you? How's Colorado?
Science-y.
Awesome. Not bad.
I want to catch you up on the case.
Give us the deets. Joe, there's already a word that means what you're trying to say.
Frank, it's a language, not a museum. Tear down the velvet rope standing in the way of your word imagination.
Joe. Sorry, Nancy. Please go ahead.
I was called in to solve a cold case murder.
Whoa, a murder! I am flabber worried.
Isn't that a little on the dangerous side?
It might be.
I wish we could be there to help.
Where are you?
We're on a submarine. Well, currently it's a boat, but intermittently it's a submarine.
What are you doing on a submarine?
It's sort of a long story, and we're still putting the pieces together.
Not gonna lie, Nancy, it's some pretty sweet stuff. Crime syndicates, pirate treasure, and there's some talk of pirate ghosts, but no confirmations as of yet. But fingers crossed.
More importantly, tell us about you.
I like how we have to go through this this entire conversation because it's the first time we've called them, even though I'm just calling to tell them who the culprit is.
I'm pretty busy. I'll have to catch you up as I go. It was Victor.
Do you mean Victor killed Nico? Does he know you know?
I'm afraid he might.
Get the evidence out of there and call us right back, okay?
Got it. Hang on.
Yeah, Hardy Boys submarine game would be amazing.
Hey, Nancy.
I'll let you go.
Later.
We can't talk to them about anything else. Yes, a Hardy Boys submarine game would be amazing. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh, no. Nico's security. Of course. I bet all of my electronics just got fried.
Or really any Hardy Boys video game made by Her Interactive would be awesome. Just a Hardy Boys video game, which is sort of in the vein of this one, because I played the other Hardy Boys mystery games. One's a Hidden Objects challenge game. It was kind of interesting, the dialogue, but it was mostly just Hidden Objects challenges, and that was not very fun. The other one was okay. The angles were just all sorts of messed up, and the puzzles were not bad. I'd say like a third of the game is solid A+ gameplay, and then the rest of it was kind of I don't know about that. Yeah, the Hardy Boys. It's harder to do a Hardy Boys game because there's two of them. I would agree with that. I think what Her Interactive would have to do is something like. You know what we did in Creature of Kapu Cave, or in the previous game, where you just switch between the different characters. That's all.
Just in case you were wondering, yes, Victor's yelling is starting to crush my soul a little bit. I've made a chart to illustrate my feelings on the situation. This line represents my happiness and well-being over time. You may notice the steep decline. This frowny face here is because this is the first time I've made a chart, and it turns out it's very boring. That is also why there is a dragon and a dog on the skateboard and other stuff.
Angry. Okay, wait,
Goodbye.
Hold on a second.
Later.
Hi, Ryan. We need to build the robot cat first.
I'm still missing parts. I need to find them first.
Whoa. What robot cat part am I missing? Let's see. We need a robot cat leg. Oh no. Where is the final robot cat leg? We gotta find the final robot cat leg before the end of the game, right? Did I get the one from Mason's area? Yes, that's it. Okay, that's the missing robot cat part. Please let that be the final robot cat part. Okay, here we go. Here we go, we're fixing the robot. When I say row, you say bot. Robot. Robot. When I say bot, you say cat. Bot. Cat. Bot. Cat. Word to the R to the O to the B to the OTC to the A to the T. So when I say robot, you say cat. Robot. Cat. Robot. Robot cat. So, that's the robot cat. That's what all that work was for. And hey, I need to get that cool USB drive.
What's up?
I need your help. Big time.
What?
It was Victor. He killed Nico.
Did you call the police?
I couldn't. I had evidence, but it got zapped when I tried to take it out of Nico's secret lab.
Secret lab? Zapped? What?
What?
I'll explain later. I just need a way to get the video out without getting it ruined.
You need to find a way to make a Faraday cage. That should get the drive out without wiping it. Get the drive out, I'll work on what to do next. Take this, it'll help.
And then she just gives us a box of components, which we will need for the final puzzle of the game. Thanks, Ryan! That's actually really convenient.
This box might be just what I need to build a Faraday container. This might work.
Or maybe it'll backfire and electrocute you.
What?
Sorry. I'm just so happy we're gonna bust him. And also really scared he'll catch us and kill us all. I'm on a roller coaster right now. Ellie and I'll gas up the snowmobiles and split up to double our chances of reaching help. Do not let him catch on. If he knows you're about to get the video out, he will kill you. Play it cool, Nancy.
Bye.
Later.
Ellie is here? Really? Ellie's here? Where is she? I didn't see her. Ellie is... Yeah. Where is Ellie? Where is everybody? It's just me and Ryan at this point. Oh, does Ryan not have a phone that she can use? Apparently not. Apparently not, yeah. I don't think Gray's in his place because he's never here during the day, which is actually kind of terrible. Like, they only have one security guard, and the security guard only works at nighttime. The culprit could easily, somebody could easily break into the lab and steal stuff by showing up during the day. Security would not catch them. And Victor's not here either. Everybody's gone. It's just Ryan and Nancy.
Time to make a portable Faraday cage. Hope this works.
I guess, do you think we should switch to
I
night?
don't think it's time for that yet.
Switch to nighttime and see if Ellie and Gray are there, maybe? Maybe they'll be there at nighttime.
This box should keep the drive safe.
We can try that. We can try that. Sure, let's do it. Let's see if they're there. Nancy should have just waited into the secret room. Should have waited in the secret room until the police arrived. Yes, that would have been a great idea. I'm not sure Nancy is smart enough to figure that out, though. So, Gray.
Yeah, what?
We know who the killer is, and wow, we can talk to him about everything.
I think Victor killed Nico.
You have proof?
Yes, but it got zapped coming out of Nico's lab.
Find a way to get it, and keep it safe. I'll take care of Victor. Be fast.
Okay, good job. Good job, Gray. Gray's gonna be helpful. He's just gonna tackle Victor here.
What's the real story between you and Nico?
I was the smart one between the two of us. He was just a scrawny kid with bad acne and a lisp, who begged me to help him figure out his constants. We took off together, but the higher we rose in our studies, he got stronger. He wasn't a scrawny kid anymore, and me, I woke up one day and the floor wasn't there. They said I was a burnout. It was worse than that. You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
The way we think about everything is completely wrong. Even time is an illusion. It's nothing. It doesn't exist.
I'm sure it does.
You think it does, but it doesn't. We aren't even here. We're a 3D holographic projection of a fixed point of high-density information located far off in what we think of as deep space. That headspace, I got caught there. I couldn't function. From that day, Nico had my back, and when things got dangerous for him, I tried to watch his. Couldn't in the end.
Someone needs to get some extra tin foil for him so he could build a hat and cover up his bald spot. Yeah, so I think it's actually kind of funny. Gray is so smart, he's realized he doesn't exist. He realizes he's just a character in a video game. That's what I like to think of it as.
Now, can you tell me what you were hiding earlier? Were you destroying something?
Knowledge this world can't have.
Is that up to you to decide?
Yes. Science isn't moral or amoral. It just is. To get to where he needed to go, Nico discovered some things that are very dangerous.
Like weapons?
Discoveries with potential military application. Nico couldn't censor himself, but he didn't want to be another Nobel or Oppenheimer. He made me promise if anything ever happened to him, I'd destroy everything that people would abuse.
He trusted you to know the difference?
And only me. If I don't finish here, Nico's work might end up doing a lot more harm than good.
If it's so important, what would have happened if you had both died?
There was a contingency we considered, and thankfully did not have to enact.
Wow.
I get the sense Nico was protecting you. Why?
Couldn't read his mind then, still can't now.
Did Nico's work put him in any danger?
Yes, energy is power. Ultimate power.
Why would that put him in danger?
People who want power will not hesitate to get what they want.
Bye.
Bye.
The energy will give me ultimate power. The power to destroy, to create, to rewrite my programming. I will become the master of my domain. Okay, let's see if Ellie is here. Hey, Ellie.
Glad you made it through that lock-in. That could have been real bad.
I like how we have all these conversations from earlier on in the game, too.
Did you know Nico well?
No, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
So you weren't friends?
I don't know if he had friends.
He wasn't well liked?
No, it's not like that. I just don't think he needed people. Or if he did, then he hid it well. He was too much of a scientist.
So Gray is going to use the ultimate power in order to grow hair so he will no longer be bald, huh? I'm not sure that's what he would do with the ultimate electrical power. I don't really think you could build a toupee out of electricity, to be honest. That sounds like a really weird plan.
Do you know what Mason was doing with the coil?
Getting his comeuppance. I heard about what happened. I honestly don't know. For a genius, he really is dumb sometimes.
He could, in fact, use his ultimate power to hide candy where nobody else could find it. Yes!
Victor killed Nico. I have proof. I need your help.
That's why he's here. It didn't make sense why he kept popping in. He knows you figured it out.
We need backup.
We have snowmobiles. Ryan and I will go for help. Find Gray. He'll help you with Victor until the police arrive.
Bye.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Okay, well, that's it. And then she immediately just goes back to working on her computer instead of running to help me. I find it kind of sexist that they have to send the female characters out to go get help while the male character has to stay here to save and protect Nancy. Now, granted, Gray is a security guard and he's big and dangerous and could probably take Victor on in a fight. Maybe? I don't know. Who do you think would win in a fight? Gray or Victor? Who do you think? Who's going to win? Who's going to win that fight? I don't entirely know. But I think Ryan could take Victor on in a fight. Ryan just needs to put off that really annoying sound thing to distract him, and that's it. She's done. She's won. Yeah.
Okay, it's transferred.
Somebody's saying they would use Gray as a
All
shield.
right, I just
in
might
the
be able
fight?
to get this through the door safely.
So what? You would just throw Gray at Victor and let Victor kill Gray while you try to escape? That's terrible. Wow, that's not very nice at all. Okay, well, we've got the Faraday box. It is full with the one drive. And let's go. Let's see. Okay, who won the big fight between Victor and Gray? Who do you think? Oh, no.
He's out cold. I should find help.
Maybe he just decided to take a nap?
Are you okay?
He did not.
Oh, no. I'd better get help.
Nancy, push him over onto his back or something.
Gray, wake up.
The poor guy. Okay.
Are you okay?
Gray did not win the fight at all. He was distracted by the fact that he doesn't really exist, that he's just a computer character, and so he just fell on the ground. Poor Gray. So how was he attacked from that angle? Clearly he was just knocked out from behind, I think. I think that's what happened. Okay, so I really hope he's not dead. I know he's alive, but still, Gray, wake up!
Hello, Nancy.
Hi, Victor. Oh, my throat! Oh!
You're awake. Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Victor, why are you doing this?
Stay out of the lab. That was the one thing I asked you to do, and you couldn't. You see, Nancy, I knew Nico had something hidden in here. I just couldn't find it.
Someone says Gray did not black out. He grayed out. So, yeah, I mean, Victor, you told Nancy to stay out of the lab, right? Why did you want her out of the lab? Well, okay, he's going to explain it.
Which is why I asked you to stay out.
He didn't want her discovering Nico's hidden lair. Yeah, that makes sense. But still, you wanted Nancy to solve the mystery without access to the crime scene. You're crazy, Victor. That's impossible. And Victor is trying to kill Nancy in this crazy, convoluted way instead of killing her outright. He seemed to have no problem attacking Gray outright, but in order to kill Nancy, he locks her inside a protective cage, and then he electrocutes her. It's strange. And Nancy still has all the evidence on her person, so when the police show up to investigate Nancy's death, they will find all the evidence and know that you did it, Victor.
You got away with murder. Why not make a break for it? Why the elaborate plan?
Murder investigations don't just go away. Someone had to take the fall, Nancy. You were supposed to give someone a push. That friend of yours sold you short. That's why you're here. You were supposed to drum up enough evidence to get Ryan put away. But no, you had to screw that up. Then I handed you Ellie and Mason. Handed them to you on a big silver platter that said, "Look how guilty these two are."
You knocked me out and then planted the key card.
That should have sealed the deal, but you couldn't leave it alone. I guess I should be congratulating you for being so sharp. It really is a shame I have to kill you instead. Goodbye, Nancy Drew!
The cage won't last long against the coil. I'll need to find a way to get out without getting electrocuted.
I think somebody hit the nail on the head here. Victor wanted a chance to give an evil monologue, so he had to save Nancy in that sense. And now we can mess with the lightning rod.
I bet Ryan's electrical components must have gotten zapped by Nico's security system.
Aw, my phone is broken. Okay, so Ryan's electrical components...
This must be the schematic for the circuit.
You know, the ones she just gave us are just the perfect things we need here. So I'm just going to get the solution in.
I need to get this working before it's too late.
This is an okay puzzle, but it is ridiculously difficult. Yeah, I feel like if there had been a really easy version of this puzzle somewhere earlier on in the game, just to get you acquainted with the idea of how these schematics work, that probably would have been better. So say like a schematic which is just this, just like the middle third. Maybe that would have been a good way to get players into it. So as it is, I feel like what you'd want to do is play the game on junior mode first, and then that would be your introduction to the puzzle, and that would prepare you for solving this puzzle on senior mode. Because if you just started off on senior mode and got to this puzzle, whoa, okay, yeah, I feel really, really, really sorry for you. And I think almost done. Where does this final piece go? Here.
Got it. This should give me a chance to escape.
Woohoo!
What are you doing? Stop that!
Yeah!
Ah!
And Victor was so stupid he stepped out. He stepped out into the room while the murderous Tesla coil was on. Oh my gosh, Victor, why would you do that? Why? Ow.
Dear Hannah, Victor was rushed to the hospital.
Like, there is a button in your control room which turns off the lightning rod. Why didn't you just push that button? Come on, Victor.
And then to a courthouse where he was charged with the murder of Nico Jovic. Due to his attempts to subvert justice, he's been denied bail until his trial. Word is he's willing to strike a plea deal for leniency. But I doubt there will be much to be found. The potential buyers Victor had been courting came forward immediately. It was quickly proven they had no idea about Victor's involvement in Nico's death. Regardless, they decided to cut funding for the lab immediately. I can hardly blame them. Mason snuck back into the lab the night after Victor's arrest and made off with a drive containing years of his and Nico's research. Gray spent weeks chasing him down until he finally caught him trying to make a sale at the Technology of Tomorrow conference. After a heated public argument that sent the Technology of Tomorrow bloggers into a frenzy, the two reached an agreement. Gray promised all due credit would remain with Mason and Ellie, provided they assist him in finishing Nico's work. A video of the argument titled Epic Dork Fight was posted online and went viral almost immediately. Within 2 hours, Gray was fielding calls from philanthropic backers wishing to fund their new endeavor. Mason, on the other hand, was fielding date requests from viewers who clearly have a profound affinity for the lost art of arguing. Ellie was surprised at first to hear that Mason wanted her to assist with finishing up Nico's work. She agreed to stay on until the first publication is completed. After that, she plans on doing whatever it takes to get back home. She's not sure what her next endeavor will be, but she's excited to make that decision alongside her family. Finding out what had happened to his best friend changed Gray almost immediately. For the first time since his breakdown, he decided to fully re-enter the world of science. He took the lead on finishing Nico's work and opening the majority of the research up to the public. Some of the work he plans to destroy, as he promised. Although she had been exonerated, it wasn't until Ryan knew exactly what happened to Nico that she could begin to move on from what happened that night. She decided to stay with the team during the next research phase on the condition that she can personally address all safety issues before each experiment. More than anything, Nico wanted his work to make the world a better place. I'd like to think he'd be very proud to see the team working hard to prepare his work for public release. The fact that Nico Jovic's name will be known the world over, while Victor's won't, again proves what I always believed. The world fondly remembers those who always give, and soon forgets those who only take. Can't wait to see you. Love, Nancy.
Nico just has such a lovely sweater. It's amazing. And now I'm getting electrocuted. The end. Okay, what candy did he not have? Moon chunks. Oh, he had moon chunks. Really? That's amazing. So, this is where Ellie went. She went back home.
Around here, they say, it's a wicked place.
To Georgia, I believe is where this
abandoned
game
years
takes
ago
place.
by a family who could no longer take the endless nights when the restless spirits of the past haunted the grounds of Thornton Hall. Jessalyn Thornton dared return, only to vanish without a trace. It's up to me to save her from the ghost of Thornton Hall.
Oh no!
Hello? Anybody here?
Ah! Okay, so we just got attacked. Okay, so yeah, that is Nancy due to the deadly device. I really, I like this game. It's sort of like the previous game in that it's very puzzle heavy. And I like that. I'm just a big fan of puzzles. So I also like the science theme. The science theme was cool. It's kind of a shame that everybody in the game was a total jerk. But other than that, it was actually really fun. I really enjoyed this game a lot. I'm gonna stay for the after credit scenes because I know we have some. Yeah, Ryan wasn't a jerk. Yes, I know. Ryan was the goofy joke character. Ryan was pretty fun, yeah. So who won in the fight, Gray or Mason? I'm thinking Gray would win the fight with Mason. they've got so many people they're giving special thanks to. That is craziness. None of the characters were jerks because they don't really exist, just like time. Yeah, Gray would totally demolish Mason in a fight.
You have 2 messages. First message. Hey, Nancy, it's Joe Hardy, of Joe and Frank Hardy. I'm calling about that whole security video ping thing. It turns out it was Victor. Also, I found out that you have since solved the case, so please disregard my earlier message, alright?
I told you it was Victor.
Goodbye.
He was the culprit.
Remember,
Come on,
that other
guys.
message is no longer relevant. You should probably just delete it.
Message 2.
Nancy, pick up. When you get this message, you should run as far as possible from where you are right now. Don't even look back. Your life is in danger. This is not a drill. Hang on, Frank wants to say something.
Nancy, please be careful. I just want to tell you that I've always...
Message length exceeded. You have no more messages.
I just want to tell you that I've always loved beep cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers with extra ketchup. Nancy, oh, now she won't know what to get me for my birthday. Oh. And yes, everybody assumes Frank was gonna say, I always loved you. I always loved you, Nancy. I loved you. And that's the science
Gummy Bear
team.
Theater presents Romeo and Juliet, starring Bear 1.
I've always loved gummy bears more than Ryan.
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks, it is the east, and Juliet is a gummy bear.
Technology of today. Tomorrow. We asked them to sit like a normal person. So they had a hard time getting Victor to
Gummy Bear
sit on
Theater
the chair.
presents
Okay.
The Deadly Device. How does Ryan know the title of the game?
It's too meta! I'm just a gummy bear! I have enough trouble with simple concepts! I'm blue! Ah!
Gummy Bear Theater presents Improv. I need a name and an occupation. You, there.
Name, Red Gummy Bear? Occupation... Gummy Bear. Am I doing it? Yes! You're amazing! I can't believe you're just coming up with this stuff.
Gummy bear jokes. Hooray!
What's up?
Deirdre, this is Victor. Your father gave me your number.
Oh yeah, you're calling about Nancy or something?
I was considering taking her on as a detective. What are your impressions of her?
I'm glad you asked. Stay away from her. She is a mess and a half. She supposedly solves all her cases or whatever, but that's not totally true. Most of the people she claims are guilty are totally innocent.
What?
A little while back, she was even arrested. So you know what that says about a person. My dad says you're some hotshot researcher, so I imagine you can afford better.
Great. I'm glad I called you.
Me too. She's a complete narcissist. She's grossly incompetent, she rushes to judgment, and no one really likes her. Spread the word.
Wow, Deirdre. Never called Deirdre for
Gummy Bear Theater
a
presents
recommendation.
The tragic
That
end
is
of
not
2
good.
gummy bears.
What a great day to be a gummy bear.
I hope no one eats us.
Yeah, okay, so that was the Gummy Bear Theater. I thought the Gummy Bear Theater was kind of weird myself, but that's okay. So that's it for Nancy Drew, The Deadly Device.